Everything takes time. Bees have to move very fast to stay still. If your life is worth thinking about, it is worth writing about. Because people don't have wings, we look for ways to fly. The only time you fail is when you fall down and stay down. Leadership is all about making things to move forward, not backward. When I stopped to take a breath, I noticed I had wings. We can't become what we need to be by remaining what we are. A human being is part of a whole called by us the universe. Faith is a knowledge within the heart, beyond the reach of proof. The truth doesn't cost anything, but a lie could cost you everything. Everyone who got to where they are had to begin where they were. Life changes very quickly, in a very positive way if you let it. Faced with what is right, to leave it undone shows a lack of courage. Si no usaba esta vida, entonces la estaba desperdiciando. Man is no longer an artist. He has become a work of art. The perfect man uses his mind as a mirror. It grasps nothing. It regrets nothing. It receives, but does not keep. You can change your mind. Don't let your mind change you. Nothing truly valuable arises from ambition or from a mere sense of duty. It stems rather from love and devotion towards men and towards objective things. If I cannot do great things, I can do small things in a great way. Sometimes it takes a good fall to really know where you stand. If you want to see a rainbow, you have to learn to see the rain. But the truth doesn't need to be known or believed to be true. To truly laugh, you must be able to take your pain and play with it. Be patient when becoming someone you haven't been before. If you don't like the road you're walking, start paving another one. Supreme excellence consists of breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. I will continue my path, but I will keep a memory always. But man's duty is to try and endeavor. Success depends upon chance and environments. Whether we fall by ambition, blood, or lust, like diamonds, we are cut with our own dust. Remember, if you play small, you stay small. When we embrace who we are, the world embraces us right back. Attack is the secret of defense. Defense is the planning of an attack. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. It takes more effort to avoid the truth than it does to face it. You show me a capitalist, and I'll show you a bloodsucker. Deeds will not be less valiant because they are unpraised. If everything seems under control, you're not going fast enough. We swallowed the chaos because we knew we didn't want to be ordinary. Invincibility depends on oneself, the enemy's vulnerability on him. Vulnerability is the least celebrated emotion in our society. If a man takes no thought about what is distant, he will find sorrow near at hand. If you don't take risks, you will always work for someone who does. This is your life, and it's ending 1 minute at a time. Keep a little fire burning, however small, however hidden. There's no point having wishes if you don't at least try to do them. To become a lifelong reader, one has to do a lot of varied and interesting reading. Sometimes, the best of God's gifts arrive by the shattering of all the window panes. You endure what is unbearable, and you bear it. That is all. We need to renew ourselves often. Even temples need renovation. The gem cannot be polished without friction, nor man perfected without trials. 3 rules of work. Out of clutter, find simplicity. From discord, find harmony. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. Each star is a mirror reflecting the truth inside you. You talk when you cease to be at peace with your thoughts. Make improvements, not excuses. Seek respect, not attention. Feel your emotions. Live true your passions. Keep still your mind. We cannot change the cards we are dealt, just how we play the hand. Luck implies an absolute absence of any principle. It was the truth, and like any truth, it was powerful. The hardest thing of all is to find a black cat in a dark room, especially if there is no cat. We never live. We are always in the expectation of living. Feet, what do I need them for, if I have wings to fly? I kept always 2 books in my pocket, one to read, one to write in. Feeling guilty does not set us free. Being equipped sets us free. Except our own thoughts, there is nothing absolutely in our power. There are few reasons for telling the truth, but for lying, the number is infinite. He who steals a belt buckle pays with his life. He who steals a state gets to be a feudal lord. When the going gets weird, the weird turn professional. Sometimes, when hardships knock, it's just life. Do not take it personal. Your highest thoughts sometimes arise in your lowest moments. Doing nothing is better than being busy doing nothing. To subdue an enemy without fighting is the greatest of skills. Concern for man and his fate must always form the chief interest of all technical endeavors. Never forget this in the midst of your diagrams and equations. There's no greater show on earth than observing human nature. Honest is how I want to look. The truth doesn't glitter and shine. Accepting oneself does not preclude an attempt to become better. Realize deeply that the present moment is all you will ever have. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. People don't always want to be with people. It gets tiring. Man in general, if reduced to himself, is too wicked to be free. If you know both yourself and your enemy, you can win 100 battles without a single loss. When your opponent gives you an opening, be swift as a hare. If I had it all to do again, there would be more bodies. Convince your enemy that he will gain very little by attacking you. This would diminish his enthusiasm. It would be so nice if something made sense for a change. The eye sees only what the mind is prepared to comprehend. Truth that came too late was as useful as a meal to a dead man. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Once friends as batchmates, but now different batches divide us. One who is too insistent on his own views finds few to agree with him. It is better to live one day as a lion than 100 years as a sheep. It's not whether you got knocked down, it's whether you get back up. Always be friendly, always be kind, like the most beautiful flower that you can find. When we are most alone is when we embrace another's loneliness. There's nothing in the world that breeds success like success. Things joined by profit, when pressed by misfortune and danger, will cast each other aside. Peace proposals unaccompanied by a sworn covenant indicate a plot. Dining with the king, your attire, attitude, and mentality must change. We all make choices, but in the end, our choices make us. You fall because you are human, and rise because you are divine. Never say anything about yourself you don't want to come true.